The forgotten 100-year-old stories of courageous Yorkshire men and women are being celebrated for the very first time in Emmerdale Village.
She looks great. Oh, ready for the parade.
From his Emmerdale sweet factory to uncovering the life of a real factory worker in York, actor Bhaskar Patel's on the trail of Alfred Martlew, a young man who refused to take up arms.
What a brave decision to make, to say, no, I won't do it, and I'll take whatever punishment you give me.
By May 1916, soon-to-be-married Alfred was a very long way from his old life as a factory clerk. Bhaskar's travelled to the battlefields of northern France, where historian Cyril Pearce has brought him to the place where Alfred was given just 24 hours to make a simple but devastating decision: join the war effort or face the firing squad.
This place is called Henryville, and it was one of the numerous camps that were around Boulogne. This is the place that they had to face that awful dilemma. They decided they'd stick fast to their principles. They wouldn't give in. They now had reached that point where the consequence of those convictions was very stark.
With the other members of the Richmond 16 at his side, and knowing how dire the consequences could be, Alfred chose to be court-martialed.
On the 15th of June, Alfred came here to a parade ground in the camp, and here's a description of what happened next. We turned into the midst of a huge military camp, and many curious eyes followed us as we made our way to a large open space in the middle. Several thousand were present. When an appropriate hush had been arranged, the adjutant, that's the officer in charge of all of this, then read out a name: Alfred Martlew, non-combatant corps, sentenced to death by firing squad, and commuted to 10 years penal servitude.
Word of the executions had reached Parliament, and at the 11th hour, Alfred's life was spared.
Indeed.
I expected that they were going to be shot dead here.
And instead, Alfred was sent back home with a sentence of 10 years hard labour.
Here's have something else to show you, which probably helped with the next stage of our story.
Alfred Martlew.
And here's a poem by an author we don't know, The Song of Revolt. But the crucial bit, as far as our story is concerned, is what we see down here. And the custom with conscientious objectors, with entries like this in autograph books, was to list where they'd been. So that's your roadmap, if you like, for the latter part of our journey.
Alfred remained true to his principles and swerved death at the last possible minute. Now, just like his local factory worker, Bhaskar's heading back to their beloved Yorkshire.
It's really wonderful to see his own writing. It's a very powerful poem. It says, I see on the morrow's mountains the glints of a golden dawn, the dawn of a day fast coming, when striving and hate are gone. It's amazing.
The First World War created a generation of heroes. And in the midst of the fearless men and women who put their lives on the front line for their country are the brave but controversial Richmond 16.
I'm excited that we are remembering Richmond 16 in this parade.
Commemorated for the very first time at Emmerdale's Village Armistice event.